So looking at these cards here, you might not realize how complicated the card game Overpower is. But trust me, when I decided to build this deck, I decided to figure out some math behind. So I asked a friend, then I asked another friend, and some of these friends have played Pokemon or Magic the Gathering or other card games, and yeah, Overpower is a very confusing card game. I learned that by trying to explain some of the rules to people. For example, you can see that these heals only have energy, fighting, and strength values. All three of them only have those. But in later sets they came up with intelligence. So they came up with a rule. There was probably a rule beforehand, but when they came up with intelligence, they came up with the sum deck rule, which means that you the maximum value of all your character power cards have to meet a certain amount. A card that has energy, fighting, strength, intelligence would have 4 ranks. So you can have between a 12 and a 16 ranked team. So, if you had a full 16 ranked team, you would have a maximum of 76 points. If you had a 14 ranked team, you would have a maximum of 67 points. Now, I'm sure some of you smart people, as soon as I said that you could only have a certain maximum number of points, add up Black Cat's energy, fighting, strength, did the same for Venom, Spider-Man, and Scott Spider, and realize that when I tell you that you can only, if you have a 12 ranked team, you can only have 58 points, realize that my team has more points than that. You might be wondering why that is. Well, the reason for that is quite simple. The reason for that is there's an exception to the sum deck rule. Yes, I don't know, it's called the sum deck rule, and it's a weird way to put it, but I get it. The exception for that is if you have a home base, such as the Daily Bugle here. If you have the Daily Bugle as your home base, you have to have your deck has to consist of 4 of those 6 characters, which, as you just saw, I'm planning on doing. But you also can't have any multi-power cards in your deck, which made the deck building a bit trickier for the power cards. Did I mention that you have 3 discards, the power pack, the dead card pile, and the dead character card pile? Or that you have different minimum decks depending on if you have certain cards or not? And instead of having an even 50 or 60 cards, it's not, and you just got duplicates. And yeah, Overpower's a very confusing game. But you're going to go through my journey of building a deck. Some of it's pre-planned, some of it is I'm learning as I do the video. So I hope you enjoy. As I said, there are some things I've figured out for this deck, and others I am figuring out first time now as we go through the deck. Like, for example, one thing, if I put events like these in my deck limit goes from 51 to a minimum of 51 to a minimum of 56. No maximum. I should just aim for 60 because that's what I'm used for other games. But I'm going to try and keep it to 56. So I don't want to run events that I don't have 5 or less. But if I have good stuff for the event, like good events, I'll consider it. But the deck I'm building isn't going to have many intellectual power cards. So Race Against Crime might be put in. That's an option. But into the depths, I have no use for it into that. This is a wasted card because I'm not going to be running many energy cards in my deck. So I'm definitely not going to be running into the depths there. None of my Venom is going to be my reverse character card. And due to the stat lines of most of my character cards, I don't really see it. There might be a point. This is what eliminates it. This one is why Dark Phoenix isn't be added, because this would just help my opponent, because I don't run any energy icon cards in the deck at all. So, while these are good, I only have 2 of them, so it's not really worth putting in either. Probably won't do the DC one because there's only 3 of them. I don't think I'm going to do separation because fighting and strength is where my deck is strong suit, and I think I went stronger in fighting rather than strength because I have 2 7s in fighting and only 1 7 in strength. Yeah, especially with that one. I don't think I have a playset of Age of Apocalypse, but strength is one of my... Yeah, I don't think. Even though that is an awesome card. I could just not run that one, I guess. So, now I think we're into the ones I am considering for this deck. Which means I have to figure out now, here and now, which events I am. If I'm putting events in, I'm definitely putting events in. I'm definitely going for a 56 card deck instead of a 51 card deck. But now I have to figure out what events I'm putting in. Okay. Choose one frontline hero that cannot put. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's only 2 of those? Yeah, it's not. That's cut. Yeah. Okay, switch. Strength. Okay. That would help my opponent way too much, yeah. Okay, cool. If I run this, I have to make sure that my training universal cards are low number. They're still discarded, but only at the end of turn. That's decent. See, with events, you do it, and then if you draw 2 events, you choose one to play, and you replace it by drawing another card. And events happen before you venture. And so what would happen if I play this, I would get to randomly choose 2 cards. And then my opponent would randomly choose 2 cards. This is one way to get power cards into the dead pile instead of the power pack. So it's worth it. Yeah, no, sorry. That, no. That cancels that out. Okay. Which I think that means we just have crossing and maximum carnage. I think I'm gonna go. I don't know which one to go to. Okay. One of these is gonna be the events for my deck. I have 5 of each. I could probably buy a 6 for each of them, or 7. I think they came out with additional ones after Mission Control. So, that would help me. Okay. Do I have cards that say teammate? So, that would be funny to get first turn. Eliminate a heal right off the bat. Before the game even begins. That would just be hilarious. I think I might do the crossing just to do that. Both of you can eliminate a heal. But it's... This gives you a chance if you lose, if you're doing badly to come back. That's a decent thing. Yeah, that could backfire. Okay. Maximum carnage. Let's see what you get. So before you venture, you play your events. And if you get this one, you're just basically attacking until you can't. Okay. I don't think I have many 1 per decks for these heals, but I do have some. So I'm definitely going to play my 1 per decks because they're powerful. I think I'm only playing the 1 per decks for some of my heals. I don't think I have one. Maybe. I gotta choose the hits. Well, that could help. That could make me survive longer in the game. That would definitely could get cards into the dead pile. They're not supposed to be there, like power cards. The hilarity of killing a heal with no hits on it probably won't be at the start of the game, but even the chance of that, I don't think I can pass up. Don't think I want to pass it up. The other ones that are good too, like, well, maybe not Otherworldly Plot. Otherworldly Plot, not that good, but Avengers Assemble's good. That, yeah, that, yeah, I'm running the crossing. Those events that we just went through. I wasn't really I was leaning towards the crossing, but I wasn't 100% sure. I wanted to talk through it a bit. And, yeah. Now, I have to figure out if I'm gonna if I'm going to be running any of these any hills, and if so, which ones. I don't think I'm going to be running Green Goblin here. I don't think his ability's good enough. That's amazing. This would allow me to re-get. I think this is going in. I think this is going in. Maybe. Maybe. Those three are maybe. We'll come back to them. I unfortunately only have one Sticky Fingers and Scout Saber. But if my opponent knocks out my Scarlet Spider early on, this will give me a chance to reuse those cards. So that's going in. This, on the other hand, is not worth playing in my deck because I don't have any intelligence. I don't. I'll one left shield. I'll one left shield. Might cut it. I think I'm gonna run two of you though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run two of you. I'm gonna run you. Avoid one attack. And a web. And those are my... As I mentioned, one protects a nasty. And yeah, this one is in particular. You can still attack them. Even with the fact that events go to the dead character pile and not the dead pile, this is still a very useful card. It means you can get, a very useful card. That's also a very useful card. Considering Spider-Man has Chronal Confusion, which allows him to use that, that's going in. What was that? Yeah, additional fighting attack. Yeah, that would work in this deck. I'm gonna include that. Yeah. I don't have any spider sense. I only have one wall call. I'm not gonna include this card. I am gonna include this one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna include that one. Yeah. Black Cat next. Avoiding and defending are two different things, so the whole way is that they cannot take that, but potentially unblockable. Yep. That's also nasty, so that's going in. Maybe. Yeah, put a cat fight in. Opponent. Yeah, I'll take cat burglar. Eh. I think I want to put, if I have another cat burglar, I'll put another cat burglar. And I think I'm going to put 2 of you in as well. Due to Venom being my backup, that is... I don't see a point in that. I don't see a point in that. But that might be useful. Even with him being my backup, that still might be useful. So, 5 events. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. 27. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. 7. Okay, I'm gonna do some math. So there are 22 specials and 5 events that I'm running so far. Which means I have 29 more cards to make 56 card deck. Okay, I can figure this out. Okay. I do like this. Yeah, okay. So eventually, your deck just becomes power cards. And sure, you're still drawing 8 power cards, which are these cards. Sure, you're still drawing 8 cards. But if you draw the same number, you have to discard. So I did some math. I had some friends help me with some math. I had an idea of how I wanted to divide the deck between power cards and other cards. Because yeah, events and characters that are killed go to your dead character pile. Everything else goes to, except these power cards here, go to the dead card pile. And these go to the power pile. And when your deck runs out, shuffle your pile, these cards, and draw these cards. You draw 8 and you discard duplicates. A duplicate power card would, for example, be these 2. These 2 are technically duplicates. They're both 1s. The number is what is important for duplicates for these cards. Not the number and symbol, just the number. So, my deck doesn't run much. My deck is not energy. I don't run many energy power cards. I have a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 5. That's it. Strength, I run a bit more, and a bit higher. So I have a 2, a 4, a 5, 2 6s, and a 7. And for fighting, I have 1, 3. That way I only have 2 1s and 2 3s, because 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s. That way I won't be discarding. I'll just, yeah, I figured that would be best. 4, 2 4s, 2 5s, only 1 6s, and 2 7s. Running 3 7s means that, yes, I'll be discarding a 7, but the chances of me drawing a 7 are also higher. And at this point in the game, you just want to get through. Your opponent will only have these type cards too, so this will give me a chance to sneak through and get some hits in. 10 universe cards, which is kind of easy, because I wanted universe cards that could help me, that would be beneficial. I don't have many energy, but a +4 might be what needs to get through. I run both of those, so that's why that's in there. All my characters can use that. Most of my only one character has a strength below 3, and I'm running a decent amount of strength power cards to make that worthwhile. Same with that. But as long as I have one teammate attack as well, teamwork cards can work. I don't have the 6 energy teamwork card, because I don't have any characters that have 6 energy in this deck. I told you. I'm running 2 of you. But that is beneficial, even if I'm running 2 of you. Base cards don't count towards duplicates, I don't think. +2 for the sword and +3 for the machine gun. I think it's worth it. Because that could make it a 10, that could make something an 8 or 10 or, yeah. Which would probably be enough to get through the opponent's defenses. I currently only have the 4 mission cards to round out this deck. But I will get the other 3. And no, probably Category 1 games. If not, they're the Orange King. But I will get those cards. I will get the others. Don't worry. Don't worry. So that was the cards and the thought process behind the cards going into my daily Bugle, the Crossing OverPower deck. I hope you enjoyed. This was a different type of video. Probably longer than it should. Probably a good 20 minute video, if not longer. I haven't edited it yet. There's a lot of editing that needs to be done. I know that. But I hope you enjoyed. And,